Hey everybody, my name is Rydo and today we'll be starting a short series on the game called The Mirror Mysteries TM. I want to point out the TM real quick because I've never seen a game, to my recollection, claim a trademark before. They usually just claim copyright. To say that the phrase The Murder Mysteries is a phrase that is new and unique to the game creators, and there's no previous art, and that they're willing to go to court and defend that trademark is quite a odd statement. What I suspect has happened here, though, is when we look at the credits, it seems like there was only a handful of people that worked on it, and they never probably contacted the right kind of lawyer, or they got told the wrong information. Because they're not claiming copyright, interestingly enough. Anyways, The Mirror Mysteries is a $5 hidden objects game that is in 4:3 resolution, in a low resolution, and it frankly looks like a cell phone game if it wasn't actually a cell phone port. But it is also a hidden object game, and you really don't get hidden object games on a PC that much. And so I wanted to cover it as just a category of games that I don't get to play that often. So we've typed in our name, welcome Rydo, and we're going to start the game right now. This shouldn't take us very many episodes to play the whole thing. I will tell you, at $5 it's probably not worth it. Wait till you get it on sale for like 99 cents, then it probably might be worth it.
Okay, let me find a place to park.
This is a pretty good cutscene for low quality.
Let's stop there.
I hate when it pops up the thing when the mouse moves. Audio sounds good. Somebody put some work into these things.
Hey, where are you guys? Come out here this instant. Don't make me go in there and get you. Where are you guys? This isn't funny anymore. What the?
I mean, nice effects. It looks good.
Who goes there?
I am looking for my children. Have you seen them?
Ah, yes. Your children are now with me.
What have you done? Give me back my kids.
I think I'd freak out a little bit more if I saw this scene.
Perhaps a trade. To get back that which is most precious to you, you must first fix what they have broken.
So this is some kind of evil mirror?
I'll do anything you want. Just give me back my children.
Your children have shattered my mirrors. Within each of these mirrors lay a secret world. They are mine. You will step into each one and find the missing pieces of my mirrors. Only then will I return your precious children.
Really? That's pretty rotten kids if immediately upon entering a house they manage to break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 standing mirrors. I'm assuming though that the evil mirror here is lying. So most hidden object games are not even going to bother to give you a story. Here they put some effort into it. They put like maybe 8 or 9 scenes with some effects over them, some voice acting. That's quite amazing considering how small a download this game is. I assume here we can't go to any of the worlds except for the first one where the mirror is set. So it's gonna be slightly longer than most hidden object cell phone games because I've played several of these and been done in just a couple hours. Let's go to this first world and see.
Oh, thank goodness you've arrived. I need help fixing this clock.
Okay. So the mirror and different worlds seems to just lead to what could have been completely separate hidden object games, but that's fine. That's a good way to tie it together. Magical worlds, they're all different.
Oh, I don't have time for this. I'm looking for a broken mirror piece. Have you seen it?
So in the credits it said this game was made with a hidden object game maker or hidden object engine or hidden game engine. Something by that name. I could look at the credits later and would double check, but I imagine that probably speeds up the production of a game like this pretty easily. All you need is some artists to make some assets for you.
I know where it is. Help me fix my clock and I'll be happy to find it for you.
Wait a minute, you said you knew where it is, now you say you'll find it.
Find all the pieces of the object shown below. Once the object is whole, you can place it back in the room. Pieces in the room look exactly as those in the box, but they can sometimes be of a different size.
So, does that mean they are the same orientation, rotation, and such? I guess we're gonna just start off easy here. Click on this. Having trouble with something, click on the mirror hint. When it's charged, it might reveal the piece you have been looking for. And of course you can always use the magnifying glass. I may have to use the magnifying glass with the low resolution. How I'm playing this game is kind of strange. So click. Guess I have to click really precisely here too.
You've completed an object. Select it and find its proper location. Sparkles flickering over some places mark spots where completed objects can be placed.
Notice here that they've put flickering and over together without a space. Alright, let's see. Place this here.
Excellent. Now collect and place the rest of the objects you can find here to unlock another part of the world. If you're ever unable to find a piece, you can use the magnifying glass or mirror hint.
So, what does the magnifying glass do versus the hint? I don't know, but I kind of love the thought that there is both a hint system and a secondary hint system for a game like this. What does this book do? Oh, it just books it right back to the main section. Okay. So you could even leave the area. Let's see. So we're looking, I suppose, for the rest of these things. And I have often claimed, I bet this is one of them. Nope, it's not that. I have an inability to see the trees for the forest. So a hidden object game like this is going to be a bit of a challenge for me, just in general. But with hints and everything, I see no reason why I'd ever actually have any trouble. See, this feels like you could click something here, but that's just to place things later. And this screw is not that screw. You would assume that this screw is somewhere here on the ground. But I suppose I can just click on everything. There's nothing, I think, really forcing me to just find these. let's look for other things. If I got really desperate, I could just start clicking on things like crazy. So there's a 5-spoke wheel here. I don't see a 5-spoke wheel. Let's click on the magnifying glass and see what it does. Okay, it's just a regular magnifying glass. That certainly helps. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll make a lot of use of the magnifying glass. Now for a game like this, I kind of feel like they should penalize me, or at least keep count and not tell me until later of the number of times I've clicked on something and not found it. There was the 5-spoke wheel. There is the ring. Here is this one. I don't feel like it is. Is that something right there? No. There's the screw. Boy, yeah, you wouldn't even see it without the magnifying glass. So yeah, probably constant use of it would be what I would recommend. How about that one? So that brings this, and we can put that there. Where are these bars? Is this one of them? Yes. And then perhaps, is that something? Yes, that's one of them. There. Is this a bar? No, that's just a stream of light. How about that? Is that a bar? Yes, it is. So we have these and we can put them there. And that seems to just hold that door up in place. Seems like we're keeping the door shut, not opening it. Let's see. There's 2 pieces here and 1 piece here. So, I guess I should have said this earlier, but obviously there's only one way to play this type of game, so everything's gonna be a spoiler. And there's not really gonna be probably any big changes in the game either. So I'd hate to scare off my audience, but frankly, if you're not into hidden object games, you're just not gonna be into this series. Come back in maybe a week or 2 and we'll be done, if even that long. And we'll be on to the next game that will be a little bit different. At least it probably won't be a mirror game. This is definitely one of the games I got on sale during a Steam sale for like 99 cents, which as a YouTube video game critic, it is financially helpful to cover more games, even if they may be of slightly lesser interest or quality, over covering a single game that might be a AAA big time game. Is this one? Yes, that's one. And we're looking for this and this. And I may be to the point where I'll just use a hint. There is also the fact that when you're covering something for YouTube, you can't just sit here and be stuck for long amounts of time. So better to cheat and just be done with it than to sit here and struggle with it. I have certainly in the past struggled with hidden object games before, but those had a tendency not to have hints or anything that would help you. So let's go ahead and try the hint. It does a little circle right here. Ah, there's the bolt. So we can go ahead and place that right there. So it was just a matter of size. Arguably, you could say that this hidden object game might not work very well on cell phones. The size of objects are so small, but if you had the magnifier in a cell phone or an iPad, that would help a little bit. But then that makes the magnifier a major element of the game, and it pretty much feels like it is going to be. Well, I've been all over it. I was hoping it would show me where this one was, but I've been all over this map and I just do not see it. I bet there are people who can right now screaming at me and saying, it's right there, because it's right there. I just now saw it. So, and that goes right there.
Well done, I say. You have just unlocked another part of this world. You can travel there through the map whenever you feel like it. Just use the book.
Interesting. So it froze the magnifier there. You're done for now. There's nothing else you can do here for now. Try to look someplace else for more objects. Be sure not to miss anything important. Well, I guess I'm not going to miss anything important as long as you're telling me I'm done. To enter a room from this map, click on the thumbnail. Numbers in the red indicate how many pieces need to be found, and those in the black indicate how many objects need to be placed back in the room. So I guess that would mean we need to place 2 more objects here, which means we need to find more objects somewhere else. That's an interesting twist on it. Go. I thought I cooked them.
My. Okay, this must be where the cuckoo goes. There seems there's a padlock here. I'll have to find the key. Maybe all this thing needs is a little grease for the gears.
This room contains a locked clockwork box. Inside lies a piece you'll need. You have to find the right key somewhere else. Transparent pieces can't be easily found. They either require some action to be uncovered, or they're in part of the room that is locked or closed.
Okay, good to know. So we're seeing this game is more than meets the eyes. Usually you won't have much of anything in the hidden object game, or you'll have a very standard and very repetitive, there is a blue key that opens a blue lock somewhere type of setup. That here's a piece for that you end up having to deal with. And a lot of cell phone games too, I will say, they'll take the same style puzzles over and over again and put them together and have no connection again to each other. A great example of that is like 100 floors, 100 rooms, anything that has like 100 in them. I've even played a hidden object game called like 100 floors or something, and it only had 75 floors. Just silliness. There's a piece right there. So yeah, I appreciate that they've spent the effort here. There's another piece to actually try and at least somewhat combine these what could be easily considered separate scenes. We have these two pieces. Either these are two pieces or this is one piece. If it touches, if it overlaps like that, is that one piece or is that two? I guess that's two. Interesting. Good to know that. Let's see. We're missing another board like this. There's that piece. Where could these chains be? There's a couple of them right there. So it is different links in the chains. And they're not connected right now. I guess we have to connect them ourselves. Let's bring out the mirror, the magnifier, just to get a better look at this. So if I can magnify the image, that means the image is slightly higher quality. Here's some chains than what we were seeing on the screen. It's a shame this isn't 16 by 9 or able to adapt to that better. Yeah, hidden object resolutions. I suppose you need to make the image as high of a resolution as possible, like 8K, 4K, just so your game is more compatible with future PCs, as PCs are starting to stop being able to handle lower resolutions like 640 by 480.
This completed object goes to the shared items in your inventory because it needs to be placed in a different room. You have to search for the right spot.
For an evil mirror, he seems to be somewhat helpful. So that's just going straight that way because it's used in a different room, and that means there's one box here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There at most is probably going to be 14 objects that you could potentially have at one time, but more than likely that will never actually occur. They have a tendency in hidden object games to clean out your inventory, make things a little bit more simple. So we're looking for a piece of wood with 2 holes in it, and a piece of wood that's straight upwards that has 1 hole in it. And then we're looking for a ring that has holes in it. Is it right there? No. I'm glad the game is not at least telling me right now that where I'm clicking on the wrong thing. I'm glad it doesn't give any kind of feedback telling you, no, that you're wrong, no, you're wrong. Ah, the ring was right there. So are we looking for the screw still, I guess? I didn't think we were. Uh-oh. So we've realized something here. If we sit here and we go click, 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 it starts to break the glass. An interesting penalty may come about if we continue doing that, it might game over us, it might delete our save file, it probably would just knock us out. Let's see. We won't do it here. We'll finish this one, and then next room I'll just click on it non-stop and we'll see what happens. If it actually deleted my save file, I'd be actually quite frustrated with the game. Let's go ahead and take our hint. Like right here? Wow. There is a piece of wood right there. So this piece, I suspect, where could it go? I haven't been seeing any flickering places where things might connect. Interesting. So then, as far as the hidden objects go, we're having two problems now. Right click to get away from the magnifier. Like that's the key right there. But I haven't seen any other gears or anything. Ah, up there, that looks good. Fixes that. So, how about another hint? Really, right there. Apparently I can't use the magnifier right now. Yeah, that piece of wood was hidden there. And that's another shared object. So we are done for now. There's nothing you can do here for now. Try and look someplace else. Not to miss anything important. Try not to miss anything important. Well, geez, I won't miss anything important as long as you keep telling me I'm done for now. I imagine after we do one whole set of these, it will reveal this room to us and we'll have some more work we need to do here. But let's hop in here and see what happens.
The weights are broken and some of the chain is missing, along with a lot of other parts. I'll have to keep digging until I get this thing working.
So what happens if I just sit here and click? Nothing. Interesting, interesting. So, it's just a penalty of you have to sit here and wait for the broken glass to slowly fade. And maybe it would stop you from being able to actually click on things until the cracks have faded at least a certain amount. So an anti-cheating mechanism there, even though the hint system and the magnifier are kind of cheating. Anyways, that's good progress, I think, for our first episode. Let's go back to the menu, all the way to the back. And I guess it's just gonna save automatically, unless I've just totally messed myself up and have to start the game again. Click on the name to change the profile. And it runs on HGE, which I assume stands for Hidden Game Engine. Well, that's gonna be it for the first recording of the Mirror Mysteries. Again, I do not expect this series to go very long, so this will be a nice and short one. I end all my recordings the same way. I ask you to like this video, share it with your friends, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos, because all of that helps me out. It tells YouTube that my videos are worth watching. If you want to support me even further, you can click on my name Rydo. That'll take you to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. You can click that and make a donation. Also on my main YouTube channel is a playlist tab, so you can click that and see a playlist of every game I've ever covered or am covering right now. So that I'm sure there's something there that will catch your attention. I have a lot of videos that I've put up. And then finally, down below in the description box, I have links to social media sites like Twitter, Facebook, Google+. You can friend me on Steam, you can friend me on Battle.net. So friend and follow me on all of those services so you can see as soon as a new video is out. And then finally, I like to wrap up by saying thank you for watching and have a good evening. So, thank you for watching, have a good evening.